We have scrapped pre-WrestleMania 40 Seth Rollins plans. New WrestleMania 40 matches have been revealed, and an absent WWE star is close to a return. Find out who it is in a little tickle. So Seth Rollins' journey, his road to WrestleMania has been sealed. Adam Paci's taking on Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship after Drew McIntyre won the Elimination Chamber on Saturday. Seth Rollins appeared in that segment. What was your thoughts on that segment on Saturday?
The talk show segment?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. The crowd
was
were really
rubbish.
hot for it. Did you actually?
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people going, oh, God, look at this, 15, 20 minutes on a pay-per-view. I thought the crowd seemed to enjoy it. I don't know, I was pissed up on those reactions.
Well, yeah.
So I had a
Saturday
good time.
morning.
Yeah, I'd have enjoyed anything.
I just thought there was a better use of the time than, the Cody announcement against The Rock, or him challenging The Rock. That was good, but the rest of it, completely skippable, I thought.
The one thing that annoys me about this whole thing is the tag match. I don't want to see the tag match at WrestleMania. I get that you want to get Dwayne on the card. I really don't like the idea of the tag match, especially if you've got Roman's title and Seth's title on the line as well. I don't know.
Have them wrestle two, on both nights, 4 matches over the weekend. Fantastic.
Yeah, go on, open and close each night.
Anyway, Fightful Select have a report on what Seth Rollins was originally supposed to do at the old Elimination Chamber in Perth, don't they, Adam?
Originally, Bronson Reed was reportedly scheduled to face Seth Rollins in a World Heavyweight Championship match, hinted at in promos, obviously, where he said that he was coming after a champion that had no idea it was coming. Unfortunately, the plans for the match were scuppered when Rollins sustained the knee injury and then wasn't able to perform on the show. And then, of course, Bronson Reed, congratulations to him and his missus, just given birth to a beautiful baby. So yeah, that obviously didn't happen. You got a feel for Bronson Reed because Indy Hartwell was obviously on the show, Rhea Ripley main eventing, Nia Jax is there, Australian-born Nia Jax. So it felt like they got all of the Aussies on the show, but Bronson Reed missing this one. But I'm sure the baby more than makes up for it.
I reckon that might have softened the blow a bit, welcoming a child for the first time into the world. Triple H, of course, was on social media as well over the weekend saying, Bronson, you were exactly where you needed to be on the weekend. It's unfortunate the way it all, panned out, but I guess,
It's weird that the way that he went, well, that's not the reason I'm not on the show, and then he went, that is the reason I'm not on the show, and then Triple H going, oh, well done, buddy, you're where you need to be.
Unless he said that, and they're like, oh, I want to keep Rollins' injury, the plan's a secret. And he was like, oh, well, I'll recon that.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Maybe that was anyway. Will Rollins be back in the ring before WrestleMania? This is a question that's been sort of heightened after the weekend because he said he was a matter of days away from being cleared during that promo segment on Saturday. What's the scoops here, Adam?
Well, he's been chatting away with Love Wrestling, and he said, we'll keep our fingers crossed. I think so. I don't know if that decision entirely lies with me. We have a medical team that makes those final calls, but if it were up to me, I would be back in beforehand. I work best when I'm working.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because he got ring rust, get that eradicated, or just wrap him up in cotton wool to make sure he's actually fit for the event itself.
I think if you're going to have him in any matches, maybe have him and Cody teaming together on some stuff. Have Cody do the majority of the legwork, keep Rollins on the outside, because he's going to be slightly more at risk of injury coming back from an injury straight away, isn't he? It's a difficult one, especially with Seth's character, because his whole thing is he's the workhorse champ. He wrestles. That's what he does. So do you want to keep him out of the ring for 6 weeks until WrestleMania? Probably not, but you just got to be careful.
You could even have him just second Cody Rhodes down at the ring after this whole I'll be your shield thing. Just have him on the outside the ring.
As a manager?
Yeah, just a couple of spots here and there to save Cody from attack from some random person.
Yeah,
and then that gets you to WrestleMania. Just keeps him nice and safe. Bless his cotton socks. We have more WrestleMania matches apparently, allegedly being revealed over the weekend. They're due to things that happened inside the Elimination Chamber match. Logan Paul bathing right in Randy Orton's face with the brass knucks, which led to the finish of the men's chamber match. That's apparently, according to the Wrestling Observer and to people with eyes who watched Elimination Chamber at the weekend, setting up Logan Paul versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. And what's the other one, Adam?
Well, apparently it's going to be AJ Styles versus LA Knight. You say people with eyes. It'll be interesting to see if this actually happens, right? Because Dave's had a rough few weeks, let's be honest. Logan Paul, Randy Orton as a singles, LA Knight versus AJ Styles as a singles. I think a lot of people were going, oh, that's a four-way. That's going to be a four-way there for the US title and get them all involved.
Yeah.
Really? I wanted to see LA Knight versus Logan Paul.
Same.
That was ready-made. And Logan Paul dropping the belt to LA Knight. LA Knight's first proper title win, $1 million title aside, in WWE at WrestleMania. He needs that big moment. He really, really does. Because, the hype is...
I know,
because it's rough.
They gave us the title match in Saudi Arabia. That was fine, but we all knew he was going to lose that one. But ever since then, it's just been sort of going like this when he should be going, what-ish?
They killed him with that.
Yeah.
They really did. I think they should have kept him as far away from Roman as possible. Obviously, we all knew that, he wasn't going to win. It was a really good showing and everything. But since then, everything's been a bit rough for LA Knight.
Yeah.
And I think you need to get things back on track, and I'm not sure the match, if it is a singles match with AJ, I'm not sure that's the way to do it.
If he wins, and if they keep up the levels of pettiness that AJ Styles showed, he wasn't booked on the show, so he wasn't on the plane, so he bought the plane tickets by himself and then broke into the arena because he's not on the card, I assume, just to get at LA Knight. That's a fantastic amount of pettiness they've gone for there. So LA Knight, maybe go to Wendy's house or something like that in riposte, I don't know.
Yeah, you've got to make it super personal, because as much as I love AJ Styles and as much as I love LA Knight, a win over AJ, even if it's at WrestleMania, doesn't mean that much if nothing's involved. Get Wendy on the line.
Or just, do what Adam said and have him challenge for the United States Championship and have the biggest pop of the weekend when LA Knight defeats Logan Paul. That's what I would do anyway. New Japan.
Over Cody. Over Rock. Oh no, Rock's bad.
He'll take the mantle anyway. I always call him the modern day Rock, and that's what he is, the Rock, but better LA Knight, so he is. Anyway, TNA news now, because we have news of a New Japan Pro Wrestling title being defended at TNA Sacrifice. During the TNA TV tapings on Saturday night, Nick Nemeth appeared in video form. He was in Sapporo, where he won the IWGP Global Championship from David Finlay at New Japan's New Beginning show. He was like, I'll go and defend this title everywhere. That's what he said, and that's what he's going to do. We don't know who against, but the match is going to take place on March the 8th.
Nice. Also announced for that pay-per-view, Jordan Grace is going to be defending against Tasha Steelz and Xia Brookside. I'd like to see them pass the torch a little bit here. It's not a proper torch passing. I think Xia Brookside is incredible. I think it's mental how WWE let her go, and I think realistically Jordan Grace is going to retain there. However, I think it is a good opportunity to give it to Xia, if not now, in the future, because she is very, very good.
Yeah, she is. They're all very good. Tasha Steelz is very, very good as well. Jordan Grace is okay.
Yeah, take her or leave her.
And could a big WWE return be happening very soon indeed? Because we did some of that UFC stuff in Mexico.
We sure did.
There. Me and Adam were on the card. We had a fantastic 5-star brawl. In the crowd to watch that 5-star brawl was a certain potentially returning superstar to the wrestling, Rey Mysterio, who got a massive pop from the crowd. Huge. It was nice to see.
I saw it on Instagram, and all the comments were like, oh, he got a bigger pop than this guy, this guy, this guy. People love Rey Mysterio.
So despite the 25 knee surgeries, Rey Mysterio, get yourself in the UFC cages. Why not? Rey hasn't competed in a ring since November, taking time off to fix a long-standing knee injury, because that's what he does, bless him. Yep. We shouldn't laugh. Everyone seems to laugh at Rey Mysterio's knees, don't they? Just because of that clip, oh my knee. Yeah, we shouldn't do it anyway. But the UFC soon. There was speculation he was going to be back at the Royal Rumble, but that didn't happen. During his absence, he's apparently signed a new 3-year contract.
Yeah, so this follows up a report that he is basically good to go. He's very likely going to be back in time for WrestleMania. What do you do with him at WrestleMania?
I've got no idea.
There's nothing, is there? You keep him far away from Dom until I think Dom retires him, but that's 2-3 years away, if his knees do hold up. So I don't know what you do with him. This is like we need something like the Money in the Bank match. Obviously, Money in the Bank has its own pay-per-view, but if we brought the Money in the Bank ladder match back, then it gives an opportunity to put some of the bigger names in a match that people are really excited about.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like the LWO's got Carlito there now, so you could have Rey versus Carlito, but is that a WrestleMania match in the year 2024? I don't know.
Unless you do the big multi-man thing, unless you do the big tag, just faction versus faction, maybe do bloody like faction wars back in Attitude Era. Bring bloody what's his name? Carrying Cross's boys in there.
Just Los Boricuas,
obviously. NOD. Yes. That was the news video 1 for today. Come back later for news video 2. What are we plugging on the channel today, Adam? What are we plugging on the channel today? We've got a list going live tomorrow evening. Waiting for a list back. We might have a list this evening. We might not. Waiting on an editor. We'll see.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Watch it, maybe.